Hi, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for being here.
Au contraire. Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor to be here.
So, you know why you're here?
Yes, I know why I'm here. It's because I'm about to tell my story and to tell a testimony about my story with drugs. And yes, to set some context, I'm a yes, that's right, recovered heroin addict. And I have been 9 years sober as of the moment that I'm talking to you, of course. And to be honest, I must confess that I have a lot of stories of how much of a shit person I used to be. I really cannot gauge what my worst moment would be, but I can share a story or two definitely right here with you. And once again, I thank you so much for this opportunity.
Well, so I saw your comment recently on a Reddit thread about terrible things one has done, and I saw your reply.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember that very well. To summarize what happened to me that time, I dropped a brick stone on my foot, trying to break it, and I did that in order to get pills from the pharmacist. To my dismay, and to no avail. It didn't work, of course.
Well, could you start by introducing yourself, please?
With pleasure. First things first, I'm 39 years old as of the moment that this particular story is being narrated. I am from the United States, from Indiana to be exact, and I'm a guy, of course.
Now, in your own words, tell us your experience and your story with addiction.
Oh my, where do I begin? Well, well, let's get started from scratch. The very first time I ever tried opiates recreationally was when I was 19 years old. I can give you that story too, much later. I had gone to the dentist to have my wisdom teeth pulled. I had called off work, and one of my friends or co-workers came by to check on me. He told me to get up, that he needed my help at work. I told him, no way. I had just had my two teeth pulled, and I was in pain and I was not getting out of bed. He looks at me and he says, "Oh, come on, I know they give you something for pain." And I replied with, "Well, yeah, what is doing absolutely nothing. My whole face still hurts, and I'm not coming to work." So, he picked up the bottle and looked at it. It was a bottle of Percocet, whatever you pronounce it, Percocet, Percocet. He asked me how many I had taken, and I said one. The bottle says one every 8 hours. He opens the bottle and hands me two of them and takes one for himself. And he says, "Take this. If by the time we get to work you don't feel like going in, I will personally drive you home." And I told him, fine. I popped the two pills. I went downstairs and I got in his car. I honestly didn't think that it would help and that I was just wasting his time and mine. I was totally wrong. About 15 minutes into the car ride, I felt better than I have ever felt in my entire life. It was like being hugged with a warm blanket that started at your toes and went out through the top of your head. It was a game changer in the worst way. Nothing should feel that good. And by the way, yeah, sorry if some of the texting does not make any sense. And that was the first time I ever got high off of pain pills. If I could talk to someone that is getting ready to try their first pain pill, I would suggest them to do anything and everything except that pain pill. I spent over a decade of my life addicted, with the last 5 or 6 years of my addiction having a day habit of more than $100. I lied, I stole, I pawned, sold, or traded everything I owned for drugs. My mother passed away 15 years ago, and in my addiction, I sold all her jewelry that she left me to give to my kids. I sold a perfectly fine motorcycle that ran great for $200 to get drugs. I sold my prized possession, my Martin acoustic guitar, for $100. I have a lot of shame for what I had let myself become during addiction. Yes, I have been clean 9 years, and I'm just now getting to a point in life that I should have been at 10 years ago. One little pill will make you throw away your entire future just to get your next fix. And your next fix isn't even about getting high. It's just so that you are not sick.
This has been quite wonderful, and I can't thank you enough for it.
No need to thank me. On the contrary, I thank you so much for letting me be here and for letting me share just this little bit of my story. Thank you so much. Until next time.